Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and if you guys haven't heard or you haven't seen it, it looks like the Secret Wars are doing something very, very, very shocking. So, the Secret Wars, they've been basically hinting at it for a while now. The whole, yeah, I forgot what the word was. So, anyways, there is now a point where the Ultimate Universe and the Marvel Universe will collide, making one brand new universe. Will it stay like that? I really hope not. And, well, the thing that is very, very messed up is Miles Morales. I mean, like, for instance, let's look at Miles Morales' run so far. And what's worse is that there's rumors that they said, yeah, they're going to kill off Miles Morales. He's not going to show up anymore. Which I would like to say, that better not be true. Only 40 issues? With, of course, he had, like, many cameos and etc., but still. So, let me get this straight. So first you start off with Marvel. You start off with Ultimate Spider-Man Fallout number 4. Then you go into all new Ultimate Spider-Man from 1 to I think 15, maybe 14, because Spider-Man is fit in there too. So yeah, that's like 5 more issues to count off. And then after that, after that, they basically started with a war arc, which I'm just going to call it a war arc because I always can't remember what it really was called. But anyways, yeah, they had that. And then after that, after Miles Morales got out of that one, they eventually put him in Venom Wars. Yeah, so the Venom Wars saga happened, and then after that, then you have the whole Spider-Man No More story arc. Then you have the whole Roxxon thing. It's like, well, yeah, I'll continue on. So yeah, the Roxxon thing. After that, they say let's start it with a brand new one, Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, and then they went with that, and they also had the Ultimates coincide with that. Also, you have freaking all new X-Men. It's like, where in the world is this supposed to take place? Of course, you do have Spider-Verse 2, which it brings to the point of, number one, where does this all take place? Number two, you're kind of wrecking his story because, well, let's look at the original Spider-Man. He, for a while, had a run without any like special events. I mean, the special event of his that happened was the Secret Wars, and the Secret Wars happened like 10 years later. I mean, can Miles Morales have like a few issues where he's just dealing with his personal problems and not with a big global scale where all the freaking heroes are involved in it? And I forgot to admit, also say Cataclysm. Cataclysm was between 28 and the new number 1. And also you should throw in Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Spider-Man 200. That's also thrown in. So it comes to the point of Miles Morales really needs a break from this. I mean, he really needs to just have his own story, which his own story is going on. I mean, basically we have already his father coming back to Miles Morales, which I think I need to do a video on that. So yeah, they do have a little bit, but they still have a little teeny tiny bit where it's like, you really need to continue on with the story because you have freaking Katie who just said Hell Hydra, and we have yet to see what the freak is going to go on with that. Then we have the 616 universe, the Marvel universe, where you basically, you taunted us with Miles Morales in the 616 universe, which we would love to know. And if you're going to erase them and make it one, then that means you're just totally giving us the middle finger saying, yeah, we found a loophole. Too bad you guys won't even figure it out now, because we're gonna straight up just say screw it and dodge. Yeah, so that's what you're basically doing, which is kind of messed up. I would like to know what 616 Miles Morales is. I would like to know who he is. Let's see, is there anything else that needs to be cleared up? Oh yeah, Also, the messed up crap of you made Mayday Parker get screwed over by killing her family. Yes, you killed her family and have yet to explain what happened to her version of Uncle Ben and Kane. You have yet to explain that. You also have yet to explain where is the actual Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker, because you would figure that he's going to get drafted into the Spider-Verse as well, but we have yet to see that. The only thing you freaking did is get the TV show version of it, which everyone's like, oh God, oh God. Yeah, so seriously. So the good news that you're doing, the good news is that you have many stories, I think 40 in all, that you're going to release to us. The good news is that there's apparently going to be a comic out where I think Brand New Day and One More Day didn't actually happen. The fact that Peter has his daughter, I guess what's going on here is just the fact of what I would explain, and most likely if you guys really want me to, I would actually harp on this. It's the fact of Peter Parker. This is not the first time Peter Parker got freaking Aunt May, lost Aunt May. Yeah, because there was that 300 episode or 300 comic. I remember reading that basically it said that Dr. Ock faked Aunt May's death and he actually had her held hostage. But between her dying and him finding out that Dr. Octavius had her hostage, he went on with his life. There was no crying. There was no looking for ways to bring her back. He went on with his life. And now you're telling me in Brand New Day and One More Day that he actually is trying his best to keep Aunt May safe, even though you kind of come to the point of saying if he was able to do it when he was single with Mary Jane with him, you would figure he's like, this is just so sad. Hold me, Mary Jane. And he'll just continue on with that. He'll continue on with it. Also, the messed up part is that, well, it depends on where in the world they're going to place it. Because it seems to me that they're going to place this story arc in Civil War. Which was, I forgot where it was. But yeah, they do have the Civil War arc still in there. So that means that there could be one place where everyone know who Spider-Man is, and Spider-Man is seen taking his daughter to school. I would love to see one of those freaking stories actually contains of him late to a PTA meeting because of Rhino or Vulture or Shocker. Yeah, just lots of fun things now because what they can do now because he has a kid and now he has like some duties as a father that he needs to do. But the sad part is that you have villains who are like, we don't give a darn your father. We don't give a darn about that. And then it will be kind of cool that you have the different thing. Instead of them taking Mary Jane, they actually take his daughter. The fun part about it is that they can actually make his daughter quite smart and able to actually get out of whatever they put her in. And as soon as they're like, we got your daughter, they look at that and they're like, where the hell did your daughter go? It will be funny. It will be so funny. So I would really like to see that. I would really like to see lots of stories of Spider-Man being a family man. And please, I mean, if you freaking erased the MC2 universe, at least be cool about it and not actually cut off his freaking leg. Yeah. This time, don't cut off his leg, alright? This time, don't do it. Yeah, because that was messed up. That was really messed up. Alright, but Battle World for Secret Wars. I just say, number one, you really, after all this, you need to have a decade or so where you give Miles Morales room to breathe. Room to actually be like, I'm my own man, here's my story, here is everything. That's what I want. Because right now, you see lots and lots of places where it's like someone pushing the brake when you're trying to drive. Yeah. Let's see, anything else? Well, I think that's basically it. I mean, I'll enjoy listening to lots and lots of stories of what comes out of it. But I do really just say, oh yeah, and the other crazy part is just the question of what about Spider-Gwen? Spider-Gwen was figured before all this happened. Well, after actually, it's after. So if you guys been planning it for a long while, and then Spider-Gwen, they basically, yeah, everyone's rooting for Spider-Gwen, then that means that you gotta have to figure out where you're gonna put her, unless she's like, oh, she's in another universe. My mistake. She's in another universe, so she's freaking safe while everyone else is freaking screwed over. Of course, I would like to put a side note that Ultimatum did kind of wreck things for the Ultimate Universe. I do have to say that is true. I mean, and then they had like the messed up continuity that Doctor Doom was still alive, even though I've heard people say the Thing actually killed him. Yeah, the Thing actually killed him, but of course he could have just been a clone or a bot or something like that. So, yeah. But anyways, tell me what you guys think. Is this going to be good that they actually are starting quote unquote new? Or is it bad that some characters might be repressed, like Miles Morales, since they are mixing him into this? He will now just get stories that pertain into meeting other characters instead of actually continuing on with his story. And the worst part about it was the fact of, in the lower print, that they might lose a few characters along the way and a few facts and stuff. Let's just hope that they're not going to be like, we need to cut people off. Alright, Gank, he's no more. He's not in this universe. That is messed up. That is really messed up. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to cut anything from the Ultimate Universe, at least it's going to be good. Not like messed up, like you're going to get rid of Gank, you're going to get rid of Black Widow, aka Scarlet Spider, you're going to get rid of Bombshell, or you're going to get rid of... Yeah, so they need to be careful on that. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I'm going to web out. So thank you for listening, and I'm out. Peace.